Hi there, welcome back in this channel. Something good. Hi there mga kabayaners, welcome back here again in my channel, and for today's video, as always, we have a featured transfer today. But before that, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for always choosing this channel as your HRT reference. And as of now, we're starting to be one big happy family here in this channel, so thank you again. And I would not gonna take much of your time because I know that you're very excited with our featured transfer today. So prepare yourself because she is gorgeous, she is beautiful, and she is stunning. Watch this.
With her coming out story as a transgender, Ms. Nicola.
In all of the content that I've created, I've never done a coming out story. My story is coming out as transgender, so let's get into that today. I want to preface this by saying everyone's journey with coming out is a personal one, and it's one that is really tough. And so my specific journey, I have one nail on. Like literally only one. It just hasn't fallen off yet, babe. My specific journey is not one that you have to replicate, or if you've had a different path, that's totally okay. Let's start. When I was very, very little, probably around 4, I want to say, like one of my first real memories was crawling over to my mom's, I guess I could walk at that point, right? So maybe like walking over to my mom's makeup bag in her bathroom and secretly playing with her lipsticks. She had these like green Clinique lipsticks that were like gift with purchase that I loved and I would like use all the time. And when I put those on, I felt more myself, as strange as that sounds. And there were other things, like I used to wear, this is actually so embarrassing, but so funny. I grew up with 3 older brothers. Dress up wise, we didn't have a whole lot, although I did have the biggest Barbie collection across the eastern seaboard. I remember my dad had this like biker bandana, so it was like a cap that like ties in the back. It had like American flag on the bottom. I don't know why he had that, but that was what I wore. I used to put that on my head and I would wear it as like a wig. Like that was my hair and I wouldn't go anywhere without it. And I think at that moment, my parents knew that something was a little different with me, but they didn't have the words or the vocabulary or the understanding to know that I was trans. But because my mom is a legend, like truly incredible mother, what she did know was she knew that I liked girl things. And so there were multiple times where she was like, do you want to be a girl? Like, do you want to be a girl? And I remember at that age, I was so young, but I already knew that the right response was to say no. So I denied it for my entire life until I was around 19, 20. Obviously, this is annoying, but go to part 2 because I can't fit all this into 3 minutes. Go to part 2 for some juicy details on how I came out. Part 2 of my transgender coming out story. Go watch part 1 if you haven't yet. We left off where my parents always knew that I was very feminine and that there was something different about me and that there were parts of my identity that maybe I was afraid of or that I like pushed away just due to like socialization and knowing as a child that you could be bullied. So I tried to pretend that I didn't play with Barbies or I didn't do these things that were not like stereotypically masculine. I have a vivid memory of when I was like, I want to say 12, 13, looking in my mom's mirror after like playing with her lipstick and saying, you're a girl, but you're never gonna tell anyone. And it makes me like emotional because that girl, that like little me, I wish I could like hug and be like, you can do this. Like, look at where I am now. I also want to caveat that just because you play with Barbies, wear makeup, really anything that you might say like is girly or feminine, it doesn't mean that you're trans or you're a woman or whatever. It just, that was part of my journey of like discovering who I was as a woman, and I'll get into that in a minute. Flash forward to around, I think I was age 18 when I went to college, and that was when I first started learning like actual vocabulary about being trans and was exposed to really positive influences in the trans community. Not what I had previously been exposed to, which was just like Maury or Jerry Springer, a very, very bad image of trans people, one that like mocks them. It took me a couple years, but I remember at around 20, I told my parents, we were out to dinner, I was going through a lot mentally, so anxious. My obsessive compulsive disorder was like on another level, and I knew I had to like open up about this with them. And so I told them, I was like, I think I'm trans, but I was like really like wishy-washy. I was like, I think I'm trans, like all this stuff. And they didn't really know what it was. And so they were like shocked. They didn't know what to do, how to take that information. It was a very tearful conversation, one that resulted in me at the time I had like long hair and I cut it all off because I was like, I'm just gonna try again to be like masculine, which didn't work. So my senior year, I started coming out to all my friends and started to socialize myself as a woman. And I presented myself as a woman. And I never looked back, babe.
And there you have it, mga Kabarnians. I hope you did enjoy this video as always. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you. And if you want to leave a comment, and also if you know a beautiful transgender, leave her name below so that we can be able to feature it here on the next video. Have a great day, mga Kabarnians. Keep smiling and keep spreading good vibes to all the people around you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Bye for now, and see you to the next one.
Hi guys, this is Rika, and don't forget to subscribe
Subscribe now to Barney Bear's channel. Anak ko yan.
I love you.